keeps us warm. We can spend the night underneath the mistletoe. And I've gotten you a present that I put under the tree. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. The snow is falling down and the storm is on its way. But as long as you're around, everything will be okay. 'Cause all I wanna do is spend this holiday with you. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself in a cabin out in nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything till we're perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. Another year went by, but the difference this time is that ever since July, I've been happier than I have ever been. It's safe to say that my love for you is true. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself in a cabin out in nowhere, just us and no one else. Feeling alone, kinda misty, waiting now for you to come. It's cold again, but I know we'll be warm, sitting by the fire and dream. Tell me again with a whisper, little things that I wanna hear, and the stars up above are smiling when they see you holding me so near. I see snowflakes on the chimneys, and the candles have a certain glow. A secret and a song, even church bells sing along, and the children making angels in the snow. Oh, what a gift to be given. How lucky can this old heart be? And I fall into peace and silence on a very special Christmas Eve. this song playing on, listening to this song playing on.
Okay, so it's time to share my recap of the craft fairs this year. I'm going to be going over all of the projects that I made and share with you my best and my worst sellers of the craft fairs. So let's get started with my very first project in the craft fair series, my pressed flower bookmarks. People absolutely loved these, and I believe we completely sold out. Next year, my sister and I are probably going to make double the amount that we made this year. So the pressed flower bookmarks, a huge hit. Okay, so next are these tea favors. These are the non-holiday ones. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, we did not even sell these at the craft fair. I made the ones that I showed you on video and then I gave them away as gifts and I never made any more. So these actually didn't even make it to the craft fair table. But I will tell you that the people I gave them as gifts for loved them. Next up, the crafty memory boards. These didn't sell. We didn't sell a single one. It's almost funny, but at the same time, people did compliment them and love them, but they were just overwhelmed, and only a crafty person that exactly knows and probably watched my video would have even been interested in buying it. So none of those sold. We still have all of them. So that was a total flop this year and the worst seller of the year. So next up are my simple mini junk journals. These are the whimsical Christmas ones that I made and people loved them. They were such a good seller. I did not completely sell out, but I am shocked that so many people decided to purchase them. So that was exciting and I'll definitely be making them again next year. Up next is the absolute star of the craft fair season, and that's my blind date with a book. People went absolutely nuts for this project and we completely sold out our first craft fair. We had one left, I believe, actually. So the next craft fair, as you know, we made the Christmas ones, which are coming up in a second. But yeah, these star seller, best seller, they were a huge, huge hit and I can't wait till next year to make more. Next up are the craft fair treats, and these are those cute candy treats in the little plastic boxes. So these didn't go so well at the first craft fair, but the second craft fair, I think people were looking more for like stocking stuffers and things like that, and they sold like crazy. So we have a few left. We didn't completely sell out of these, but they actually went really, really well. So we'll definitely be making these again next year. Next up are the Hershey Nugget Packs, and these are always a bestseller at my craft fairs. It was no different this year. People loved them, and we almost completely sold out. We did pretty well with these Cozy Fall Favors. I think all the ones that sold were 2 different people because they bought a whole bunch of them. And I had a few left, and I gave them to my sister to give to her teacher friends. Here is one of my favorite projects of the year, my vintage Christmas storybook journals. And I was actually surprised I did sell 3 of these. So I wasn't expecting anybody to really kind of be interested in them if you're not a crafter. But surprisingly, I did sell 3 of them and I'm super excited about that. I mean, do we even have to ask about these? You guys know these were a hot seller as usual. People loved the addition of the Biscoff cookie, and these were super, super popular. We made so many of these, and I made them a little bit different than I did in the tutorial. We didn't make the bag toppers, so they went super quick, and people absolutely loved them. And by the way, nobody even seemed to care about the slight increase in price on a lot of these things, where we made them $4 or 2 for $7. Where last year, I think we did $3 or 2 for $5. Nobody even flinched. They still bought them. They still loved them. So I think everybody kind of expects the prices to be a little bit higher. Plus we added the cookie, so it went all good. Another popular seller were my Christmas tea favors, and people loved them just like every other year. They weren't quite as popular as the hot cocoa packs, but we still sold a bunch of them. We were just left with a handful, so they almost sold out, and I'm so happy with how things went, and definitely this is a keeper. These sold like crazy, you guys. Are you surprised? I'm telling you, that full-size candy bar is the selling point. People were referring to them as, ooh, I want a Twix, ooh, I want a Snickers. They were like blown away with the cozy packs. So easy, yet, oh my gosh, people just love them. So we almost completely sold out. We only have a couple left. A huge craft fair hit once again. And on to our last project of the season, Christmas blind date with a book. These, again, were so hugely popular. People loved them. We didn't sell as many of these as we did the regular ones in the first craft fair, so we do have quite a few left, only because we went crazy making them. We made so many. We made a lot more stock in the Christmas blind date with a book than we made with the regular ones, so we sold a comparable amount to the first craft fair. So again, this blind date with the book thing, definitely a keeper. So there it is, my 2024 craft fair recap and tour. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Stay tuned for my next video because it's very exciting. I'm gonna be announcing the mystery craft fair boxes that I'm gonna be offering in my Etsy shop. I'm gonna be letting you know the time and the date that we're gonna be releasing them. And there's gonna be a lot of really good goodies in here because as you noticed, I didn't sell out of every single one of these things. And so those are gonna go in the boxes, and it's gonna also include items from my sister Ginger's booth and my mom's booth. So like a handmade apron, a cute little cereal box notebook. I mean, you saw the clips earlier in the video. So we're gonna be telling you all the items that we're putting in the boxes, but each box is gonna have a certain number of items, and those items are gonna be a mystery. So I will tell you right now that every single box is gonna get an apron, a handmade apron from my mom, and a Christmas blind date with a book. So you can count on those two items to be in every single mystery box, and then there'll be a good mix of other craft fair projects from this year. So I didn't go over anything that we sold that I didn't do in my craft fair series this year, but we also did like my sister's lip balms, and I think I will link that below. I think we did a tutorial last year. I also sold things that I made in my Christmas in July series. So a lot of those items will be in there as well, but they're all gonna be the handmade items from my craft fairs, and I'm so excited. So stay tuned for that video. It's gonna be coming out in the next couple of days. So thank you again so much for all of your support through my craft fair series. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful, and I will link the entire playlist of all the tutorials below, and I cannot thank you enough for being here. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. See you in the next video. Bye.